Last session, there was some hullabaloo. A lot of it was Oh, hang on. I had the Beth recording available for last session, so you didn't actually get Lohan on last session. That was family on last session. That was a session before that. His last session was talking with the family about events, and then traveling to Mona, which would normally have been 15 minutes of game time and 2 weeks of in-game
Oh
time.
dear.
But this time was 2 hours of in-game time and 2 hours of game time because there was a lot that went on there. So yeah, last session was some initial conversations between Percy and Matthew, Delilah's father, some interactions with the crew, and then getting out, hearing Beth's new propaganda message for the Raza news bit.
Oh dear.
And then jumping out to Mona in 2 different jumps, one from Kudahirji straight to Korafali, and then from Korafali to Andois. And the speed at which that first jump occurred and the irregularities of it in terms of metaspace and spike drive and other space and oh fuck where are we caused a little bit of a commotion that saw Kana demanded to step out of the pilot's chair, step away from the pilot's chair, as the crew interrogated or investigated what exactly occurred. And with her satisfying the crew that it was safe enough that they let her back into the pilot's chair.
And the crew's dubious decision to leave that decision in the future to Acid.
Yes, that's right.
The main thing that I'm focusing on is that if Cannon tries to do something genuinely dangerous in the ship, which I don't think she'll do intentionally, but if she tries to do anything on the bright side, Das is on the ship. Acid probably doesn't want Das to die in an explosion.
But also, Acid probably doesn't want to die in an explosion.
Yeah, Acid's got a mission to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
Acid standard of safety might be a
carrying out
little
the mission
bit.
on people in the ship is counterproductive to everything.
Mm-hmm. And what were you saying there, Meowgood?
Oh, I forgot. It's fine.
Okay. I caught up to standards of safety, and yes, Acid's standards of safety are not the same as your guys's. Alright, let me make sure you're on the right screen here.
Safety is maybe a little bit generous.
It definitely, yeah. Alright, and we've got a stormy thunderbolt head over Das's head. We come into frame and see the mess that is the loading screen, or landing screen, whatever you call it.
1 sec.
Uh-huh.
How does it go? CS.
Acid standards of safety inspire technological growth.
Do they?
Yes. That is her take on it as well. Alright.
I'm not quite sure what operations we're doing to these numbers, but
This is the meant to be the Atlantic. The menacing symbols from JoJo.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm trying, okay?
But we're doing something to the top of this stack of powers. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Oh, this isn't relating to the numbers, it's just, menacingly large number.
Right.
And we are getting a little bit of echo there, Kinja. All right. Um, and since I'm not familiar with JoJo, all I see is 5 checkmark.
Yeah. Yes. I'm trying.
Oh wait, was the echo coming from Ginja or from Docs?
I commit and come Knox.
Oh, sorry, false accusation, Ginja.
Oh dear.
All right, I'm gonna move you over to the ship screen, I guess. I think that's a good place to go. And no music, but we can put. We'll put drive intention. Alright, so we begin this session at Mona, but we've got a lot of stuff that has probably occurred prior to actually reaching it. So we're going to do some flashbacks. And actually not too much flashbacks because there was quite a bit of time getting settled in before things started to erupt. I believe Matthew came to visit Percy near the end of your interspace travel towards the horizon in Kutitihirti.
Something like that.
And then, yes, because we also had shortly after that a conversation between, yeah, that's right, the Koana distraction.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How dare you, Goanna?
All right, and then immediately following that was 2 back-to-back emergency freakout what the heck 1-hour drills.
Space magic.
The second of which was probably in a yellow alert state through the whole drill, just because it was a new experience, and this time you guys knew it was going to be a new experience. Ish.
It's no longer a new experience.
So, I guess we do open right as the ship is slipping from metaspace for the final time and into Endoy's space. You've got about a little bit over 6 hours, 7 hours, I think, before you arrive at the planet Mona. I can still open up with the scene I thought to open up with, which is that Koana and Lohan, and by extension Seraphine, Matthew, and Delilah, are getting along great.
That doesn't surprise me.
Koana seems to really enjoy having a child on the ship whose imagination is as great as her enthusiasm. And she has, once she gained the trust of the grandparents and the mother, to a lesser extent, she has kind of kept Lohan busy and out of the way so that they could discuss important adult things about their future. and also get some sleep. It was fairly stressful events down there. Make sure that nobody's hurt, etc., etc. Clean off the blood. That was important too.
Yeah, definitely.
I will allow you guys to decide where Prue and Rule go. I'm not going to remove them from the brig yet because, well, they're still in the brig.
I mean, it's giving them to both not the correct answer.
I mean, is it? Should we be enabling that?
uh,
So sure, that's a great idea.
look, it doesn't hurt anyone to give her corpses that are already dead. It makes her happy? Question mark.
It's just, I just feel like it may be sending the wrong message.
How do you mean?
I just don't know that we want to encourage Beth collecting dead bodies.
She can't collect them by herself, is the thing.
I mean, she's gonna ask for more, you know?
I'm just saying, if I staple you to a chair, then are you going to want a Rubik's Cube you can play with, or are you want to just going to sit there?
What?
If I tie you to a chair, are you going to want a Rubik's Cube to play with, or are you going to want just nothing?
I think he's making the
I feel that there
comparisons
are
that the
different
bodies
things
are Rubik's cubes.
available than bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I had to say it for myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, this is a perfect time to segue into
well, I mean,
one
I
of those
guess I'm not gonna
conversations.
stop you. I'm just not sold on it's a great idea, but you know, I'm not gonna like, you know, lay down on. I'm not gonna die on that hill.
You guys already wanted to have a talk with Beth.
Look, if nothing else, we can use this to buy her asking us before any other news broadcasts. Like you agree to not send out news broadcasts without checking with us, and we'll give you some mobs. How's that sound?
I just bargaining with corpses, though.
It's not like Prue and Bull are using them anymore.
Well, that's true of anybody. That doesn't make it any better. Oh my goodness.
These guys are hundreds of years old. They probably don't have any family left that knows they exist.
It's just the
Like,
principle
okay, this-
of the thing.
Okay, this is my great grandpa. Yeah, sure. Oh, what a conversation to start us off with, eh?
Alright, I think I may
Best
have
fucking game,
the
man.
title of the session.
Bargaining with corpses.
Yep.
That totally makes it sound like we're negotiating with the corpses and trying to bargain with them, as opposed to bargaining using them.
Don't forget that you also have the body of Liz, the teleporter.
That's true.
Believe that was primarily for the purpose of asking it questions, speak with dead and all that. Something that apparently Virgilia can do. But let's not take it out of the realm of possibility of giving Beth a fresher corpse.
I mean, I want to take that out of the. Carry on. I just feel like it's ethically shaky ground, and I don't know. Maybe that's.
What objection are you raising apart from it feels weird?
Well, I mean, yeah, I get that it's a metaphysical thing.
Let me remind you what we did to get them in the first place. And you didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, but it's just like, at what point do you start asking? At what point we start killing people just so we can get their bodies?
We don't. That's the thing. It's not like we need any more reasons.
You say that, but Beth might be asking.
At which point we say no. Oh dear.
Anyways,
Yeah. So, do you want to have a conversation with Beth?
You know what? Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Doug's gonna be too busy double checking everything over after with the
Oh,
whole
dear.
new experimental jumping. So
Yeah, that's probably fair. Anyone else want on this? Actually, should we wait until Lulu is available? Because I feel like Virgilia probably has something to say about, all this.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Uh, hmm.
You can certainly engage with the Koana and Lohan situation, or just let that kind of play out in the background. Other conversations I wrote down that you guys wanted to have were Delilah and Percy, Masanwu, the Red Dragon, and talk with Beth.
Yeah. Let's go poke the Lohan and Koana thing. Good,
Okay.
if you want in on this, Daz and Koana are friends, right?
Yeah,
You want to come along?
might as well.
Okay.
I am going to move over here. She's over there in the NPC section. She's also in the NPC section. And playroom. There we go. Now I didn't go and make pogs for all of them because I
We have a
wasn't.
playroom?
Hmm?
We have a playroom?
Well, this is the playroom box, a room that Koana has made into a playroom.
Okay, good. And I'm noticing that it's not the barracks, which is also good.
It probably is one of the barracks.
Oh dear.
Considering that your ship has got max crew of 200, and not everyone gets their own room.
Yeah, that's true.
In fact, you've already got the crew that have to sleep in barracks because there's just not enough private quarters. All right.
Important question, Dex. Who is this?
That was just my disposition die. Sitting in the corner so that I
Okay.
can click on it and quickly click one of my token actions for reaction mainly.
Okay.
I can put them on a GM layer so that they're not as distracting. Alright, and you said that Das is going along?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, put Das in the playroom box also. You walk in on a anachronistic is a kind of way to put it. Historical and fictional blasphemy would be another way to put it.
Nice. So she's doing the history books, what she does to cookbooks. Got it.
Oh, wait, what?
So she's doing the history books, what she does to cookbooks. Got it.
It might be worse than that.
Ooh.
Koana has a flashlight and is wearing a brown robe and has an eye patch and a pirate's hat. A makeshift pirate's hat. It's not a very good one. She is waving the flashlight around like a laser sword.
Yeah.
And she is fighting with Lohan. Every time he scores a hit on her, and he scores all the hits. She retreats as the dastardly villain always does, according to Lohan. And pops up from behind another bed. They play a little game of Pirates and Jedis, hide and seek version, with her bounding around and trying to hide, and you know how good she is at that. And him closing his eyes and counting to 10 while the dastardly villain makes an escape. And it comes out a little bit more like dattardly. But yeah, that's what you see is Pirates and Jedis.
Yes.
I will wait until Lohan is closing his eyes and count to 10, and then when he has his eyes shut, I will just like sneak, not too close, like a few steps away, and go, peekaboo.
Is that doing anything while Percy is sneaking up on Lohan?
I mean, I'll enter the room and be somewhere somewhat obvious when he opens his eyes.
Okay. Upon being peekabooed, Lohan jumps, turns, breaks the rules, and looks. Says, "Oh no! Another dastardly villain!"
What, you thought there was only one pirate on this ship?
Koana quickly. Go ahead with Percy.
No, it's okay. I was trying to think of what to do. Carry on.
Okay. Koana quickly springs up from her hiding space and says, "Haha! You have met my second in command, Pirate No Cap."
Percy gets Koana a look.
Pirate No Patch? Where's your eye patch?
I just got put out recently. I haven't got one yet. Percy closes one of his eyes and holds it shut.
Lohan confidently reaffirms that pirates have eye patches. And Kohan, sorry, not Koana, wow. Koana nods sagely. Pirates have eye patches. Lohan catches sight of Das, visible but not in direct line. Says, "A pretty princess! Save the princess!"
Wow. Said the damsel in distress, huh?
I mean, is he wrong?
It depends on who you ask. I don't think Das would think so.
While Lohan's looking away, Percy just snaps his fingers, has an idea. Can I tinker with the polymorphic blending on my armor to just give me an eye patch?
Ooh. Now the things are supposed to be pre-programmed, but
Do I have an eye patch preset?
let's see if there's something in there that would just serve as an eye patch. Go ahead and roll me a, let's just call it a mental save.
Oh, okay.
There's something serviceable. I'll leave you to decide what the costume bit is. Obviously, it's not a pirate thing, but something in one of the presets that you've programmed in can serve as an eye patch.
So it's some kind of like martial arts gi or something, like a sort of training thing, and as a training thing it has a fake blindfold.
Okay.
Like a sash wrapped around the head.
Okay. As Percy is doing that, of course, Lohan's attention isn't drawn to rescuing the princess quite that fully. He does see what Percy's doing, lets him finish, and then gasps in childlike, still mock for a child, but there's some wonderment in there. Childlike excitement.
Yeah.
He is a villain. He's a true villain.
That's right. Both my eyes have been put out by. Percy put on a gravelly voice. Both my eyes have been put out by heroes of ages past. However, I have developed super hearing, so I can still basically see anyway. And then he takes a sort of threatening step forward.
Lohan shrieks and retreats behind a bed.
Well, you don't work plenty for evil.
That's right, Doug made that for you.
What? I missed that, sorry?
So I want to tell you about using polymorphic blending for evil.
Yeah, what you want to tell me is good thinking on the fly there. Well done. But yeah, Percy will sort of cycle over to Koana and go, I think I've lost my lightsaber. Is there a spell one around here somewhere?
She I should revise. It wasn't a flashlight. It was one of those like laser pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that works better. She quickly whispers that she had to steal a small supply of them because they kept getting lost. There's probably about a half dozen of them around here.
Yeah, okay.
And she does hand him one, but tells him that if he loses it, just look under the beds and he may find one.
Got it. Got it. Percy lights up his lightsaber and stalks forward slowly, just swishing it side to side a little bit.
Lohan shrieks and pulls out his what would we be using for a gun?
Actual gun is the Raza.
You want to see the chance that it's an actual gun unloaded with the safety on?
No, Koana would not give him an actual gun.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sorry, she's taking the foot out of that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
What sort of pirate ship are we then?
One that doesn't want it shooting its own people.
One that did not allow Koana to go and get guns from the armory without explaining why. She was not about to do that.
Which is probably for the best, let's be honest.
Yes, I need to check out 3 guns. One is going to a 6-year-old child.
One fitted for a 6-year-old child's hands.
Yes. Well, he has some facsimile of a blaster that he is holding in. He switches his 10 light laser saber, laser pointer sword to his left hand, and takes cover behind a bed, firing at Percy over it.
Percy will quite convincingly deflect a couple of shots and then get shot in the shoulder and go down clutching it. Oh! Oh, I'm hit! Oh! And gets shot in the other shoulder and falls over. And then just starts rolling across the floor behind cover.
Lohan takes his victory and finds a new place to observe the villains from.
And the blindfolded pirate has disappeared.
Does the princess get involved?
I think Dazzle play along with it, yeah.
Okay.
Not entirely sure what she'd be doing, but yes.
Lohan has some ideas.
I can take your hostage if you like.
Right on the heels
if I'm a
of
princess being rescued, then presumably I need to sit and wait until I get rescued. So I will do that.
Lohan does take it as a personal mission to rescue the princess, and he announces that loudly so that all the villains can hear it.
All the villains know who to target.
Yeah, Percy skedaddles over to guard, ambush, kidnap the princess? Question mark, something like that.
Okay. So I don't know how far you want to play this out.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I'll take up too much station time.
Yeah, I'm happy to let this be the stage on which we kind of let the curtain fall, unless either of you have anything else you want to inject as something that occurs during the play.
No, especially I wanted to talk to Lohan and Koana a little bit afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, there's a little bit more play there. I would like to know, get a better idea of what Das wants to do in participation once Lohan does rescue her. Does he tries to convince her that she's now a Jedi pirate and gives her, finds a laser pointer on the floor, giving it to her.
Right, so I'm being recruited into the heroes.
Yeah, you're no longer a princess needing rescue. Now you're a Jedi. Jedi pirate.
Yeah, I mean Das will go along with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're basically Princess Leia. Princess gets rescued, they give her a gun and she starts blasting.
You're a little short to be a stormtrooper.
Alright, well, yeah, after a little bit of play of that, Lohan is a little bit tired out. Koana's getting a little bit tired because she's been playing with him most of the morning.
Yeah.
And things settle down with Lohan triumphantly declaring that the Jedi pirates are victorious and the rebels will never take the farm.
Ah, we've been boiled. But you watch yourself, Jedi pirate hero, man. We'll be back. And Percy gestures to Koana, and they stalk out of the room. Or Percy stalks out of the room. I don't know what Koana does. She probably tries. No, I believe Koana can put on a convincing stalk when she needs to.
She can definitely stomp out of the room. Just for the giggles of it, go ahead and give me a perform charisma from Percy. And Meowkin, if you wouldn't mind rolling for Koana. Oh no.
I guess she's skill. I assume it's proficient.
I think, yeah, she's definitely proficient in entertaining. Her role is going to be as an aid check for Percy.
Oh god. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's better at this than I am.
She encourages Percy along and quickly whispers some adjustments that she thinks go better with the child, like I don't know. What do you think that what's something you think Percy would be taking as too much of an adult and less as metaphorical imagination of a child?
Oh, I actually assumed that Koana would give a villain speech to distract him.
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, that works.
She's the leader. She's the leader, isn't she?
Yeah, I was trying to think of it as like more the full turn, the whole time thing.
Yeah, I could see Percy putting on like too intimidating, serious of an expression. I don't know, like just.
Okay. Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
he's like
pretty bad out.
he's like we'll be back. You haven't seen the last of us. And Quiet's like, Percy, chill, you look like you're actually going to stab him.
Alright. I was just gonna ask for a roll from Ginja also. I'll get that in a minute. And yeah, Lohan has a lot of fun playing out pirates and Jedis. Not really sure, Koana's not really sure how it's pirates and Jedis when he is both pirate and Jedi. But that's part of the fun.
Pirates and Jedis means you have pirate Jedis. Makes sense to me. What is a Jedi anyway? Like, is it some fiction? I don't know.
All religion.
Percy, not me.
Definitely some media that he had access to.
Okay.
Ginja, was Das having fun?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. You get
Like,
to roll a.
probably not like the most fun she's ever had or anything, but like not bored.
Alright, you get to roll a connect check with a +4 bonus for being just a
She gets
kid
to roll the
around a kid.
She gets to roll the connect. She gets to roll the connect check. I see how it is.
She does, yeah.
Is that charisma?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Alright. Yeah. Lohan is very happy with his princess lieutenant. And you said that you wanted to come back and talk with Lohan?
I want to talk with Quiet first, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, ideal world, that stalls Lohan for just a little bit while I get that out, and then I take Lohan back to his mum and we talk.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Then, as long as Das is okay with that,
Yeah.
Lohan is certainly very inquisitive, has all the questions about how she learned how to be such a good rebel and such a good pirate and such a good Jedi.
And such a good princess? You're a lot of things, aren't you?
I do seem to be a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear the sound of Ginja writing down character concepts? Oh dear.
And we'll leave Genja to ponder the answers to those questions while we focus in on Koana and Percy. To set the scene for you, she's got the biggest smile ever. It's just like plastered.
Yeah. You having a good time there, Captain?
I didn't know that kids could be so fun.
Huh. Like, did they not have kids on your planet? Or
Oh yeah, just it's not my job to raise them. Or I mean, I've seen them in the playground. And in some of the schools.
I don't know, you'd
Silly. I was a kid on Mona.
yeah, that's why I was confused. I mean, you certainly seem to get along okay with him. I do appreciate you keeping him busy, by the way, so that he doesn't, wander into the armory and get a gun by himself.
She pokes a knuckle into Percy's he pulled up like a training gi, so his shoulder, it's not got weird armor bits, it's probably some softish materials. Yeah, she pokes a knuckle into that, and says, Well, I'm glad you rescued him.
Yeah, me too. So hey, I need a favor from you. Like, obviously you've been doing me a turn by looking after him, but I need a favor. Uh, have you given any thought to, you know, probably not your family, but like, have you given any thought to what we're going to do with him next? I have an idea. I might need your help. If you have, if you have other ideas, I'm happy to hear it. But uh, I'm thinking we see if your grandpa will let them stay on Mona for a little bit.
Yeah, I think he would.
Hmm.
They'd they'd have to adjust.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he's not good with outsiders, and Mona's trying to stay like independent and protective of itself and stuff. But given the stakes, given we just had to pull them out of, I am not sure if there's anywhere else safe right this minute. Not to pressure you or anything. If you can think of anything else, then say it. But yeah,
I I still don't know that much about outside. He seems to be on good terms with Cassian. He might be able to do things.
mm,
And
I don't.
but Mona's probably
Uh,
safer.
yeah, Cassie is making a complicated mix of expressions at the station. Cassie, like, probably, but like, if we were doing it on short notice like this, then basically I really need Cassian to follow through, and that means he's probably going to take me to the cleaners when it comes to terms. Maybe, but like not right away. Mm. Bessie pauses and gets a thoughtful expression. But anyways, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna ask your grandpa about that, just like letting them hide out there for a bit. Um, I would appreciate you being there at the same time, just so that he doesn't, blow up at me if that's an unreasonable request.
Of
Uh,
course.
thanks. And,
Before you continue,
for all of this.
Viral, roll
Yeah?
me a wisdom notice. There's a little bit of worry that crosses Koana's face, despite the cheerful and trying to be supportive, of course.
Are you doing okay with all this? You.
Yeah.
Okay.
It,
And
well, if worst comes to worst, then then I can spend more time with Lohan also.
you need me to keep him here? Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but yeah, I
No,
appreciate
no,
it.
I
Alright.
I mean on Mona.
What, like while we're there? Or are you
That
thinking of
worry
staying for a
comes
while?
back and she spills. Rules are rules. My granddad might not be able to let me leave.
Hmm. He did before, didn't he?
I didn't really go back before.
Hmm.
I'm I'm I need a special word for it, but basically remember that she's effectively on Rumspringer right now.
Okay.
And so she says in very few words, she doesn't explain a whole lot. Basically, just says that she calls it something, says that she is on that, and says that it's basically for Monans who think they want to leave the planet to see what life is like, and when they come back, they can't leave again.
Or really, if they come back.
Yeah, those that
No,
come
like,
back can't leave again.
There's no leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back.
Right. So she's worried that when she goes back, and actually goes back more than, just seeing Rajuan from a distance, when she goes back into the city, and again, more than just the tourist part, although she was given, she does say that she was given a little bit of a leeway on that. She technically shouldn't even have been able to go into the tourist part of the city and leave again.
But thank goodness, nepotism.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I imagine it's considered like crass to bring have a video call of you down there just because you don't want to be on the planet's surface because then you might not get to leave. It feels like loopholes fighting.
She says that as long as she doesn't go into any inner parts of the city, like just the parts that you guys were initially given tour of, the visitor quarters or the visitor rooms, some of the administrative stuff. As long as she doesn't go back to her society, basically.
Okay.
But that's something that she says she'd be willing to do to help you and to make sure that the Lohan's integration into their society, their culture, goes smoothly.
No, I wouldn't want to force that on you. You know, like it'd be great if there's a friendly face for him, but this was your big thing, you know. I don't want to force it to come to an end early just for like for this, you know.
I've had fun. It's been an adventure, and that's something that I can take back to the city. She doesn't seem terribly convinced that she's okay with it.
Percy's face increases something he's thinking, and then just Do you think that you could go back, knowing what the stakes are and knowing that the Vaz are still out there doing its thing, and you're not with them? Not making a judgment or anything, but yeah, do you think you could?
If I had to.
If anything, that was a little bit more discomforting.
I want to see this through. I foresee the Raza fighting against whatever is coming to eat our universe, and I want to be there.
Okay, so as simple as that. You want to be there, then. Yeah.
But she pokes him in the shoulder again. If the best thing I can do is give you sense of security and comfort that your family is taken care of, I can't say no to that. Yeah, can you want to roll Kawana for me again? I think this is not proficient.
Sure. Gosh, I don't know what to cleverly name it.
Kawana drama?
Drama.
Kodama.
Alright.
Yeah. Pretty good drama roll.
Yeah, that's a pretty good drama roll. She is holding it together.
Good.
I think maybe this isn't the right music.
Percy replies to that with, with, I appreciate the offer. I appreciate you wanting to give me a sense of security. But I'll keep it in mind as an option if all else fails. But I trust your grandpa to be professional, to understand how big of a deal it is that I owe him this much of a favour, and to not want to disappoint you if it's something that you want. Yeah, hopefully that's enough. We'll see how it plays out, but yeah, no, you're. Is it biased to me to say that you're more important here than you are back there? Because, like, we only have one of you here, whereas I imagine there's a bunch of chill, bubbly people back on Mona who don't have it as much trouble keeping their spirits up as we do. Like, we don't have another of you.
I'd like to think I'm pretty unique everywhere I go, but yeah,
True, but
most of my
you
friends
see what
are
I mean.
pretty chill and bubbly too. Wait, bubbly? I'm not bubbly.
Yes.
I'm very serious and strategic.
Lovely.
As he's finally losing, the tension was getting to him. He's finally starting to lose. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Oh dear. And he more or less manages to not laugh, but then looks at Kwana, sees the look that she's giving him, and bursts out laughing again. Oh dear.
This is
God.
played out very much like a Moana scene with Moana trying to convince Maui how serious she is. She finally relents in the trying to keep a straight face and rolls her eyes. I'm trying to be.
Okay, that's fair, but like, just the two things aren't opposites. They're not like mutually incompatible.
Mm,
Like you're very serious about keeping our spirits up. You're making a serious effort, and yeah, it's not like we don't notice it.
But Elise never jokes. And
She also
yeah, good.
smiles a lot less than you do. Different strengths. You don't need to be at least to be good and valuable and appreciated.
Das is pretty serious too.
Do you have any idea how much trauma those two have?
If you didn't say it, I was about to.
Different circumstances, you can't really compare it.
But they're both like really cool. And I know Das has got a more chill streak than Elise, but they don't just joke around and they're not bubbly.
Sure. And do you think at least could have done what either you or Das did in that? Just gesture towards the room that Lohan and Das are in.
What I did in there isn't saving the universe.
Sure, but like you said yourself, it's peace of mind for one of the people who is vacant and can probably do something about it, and that's putting aside everything else that you do here. Support roles are important too. Like, sure, everyone gets caught up on the stars of the show, but it's not just them. like, say there's 50 people in a history book, there's probably 5,000 people who helped them get there that don't get recorded. Doesn't mean they aren't important and weren't necessary.
No, I'm not saying that I have to be a main character or anything. I want you all to take me seriously. And not as the clumsy girl with the big boots that snuck up to your ship.
You're not that, though.
What's that?
I said, no, go see what you were going to say.
No, I missed what you said.
Okay, no, I only just started saying something.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I'm saying go ahead.
I don't think I had anything I was actually saying. I think I was just filling space.
Okay. Yeah, Percy thinks for a moment and then says, "You're not that though. You are the bright and good-natured one here who, in addition to helping to keep the show running and organize people, you help us remind what we're fighting for sometimes. I don't know. I'm not good at this shit, but like, you saw what I was like in the brig the other day, before and after."
Nice thought.
Not the brig, the mess hall.
I do remember what I was going to say, and it was simply to note that Quetta does straighten her posture. She usually has good posture, but she straightens it to what's more recognizably a military straightness.
Yeah. Like,
More serious tone.
Yeah, like, don't know if that's could have done that. I'm pretty sure at least couldn't if she would have been helping me plan revenge instead of, going out and actually performing a rescue. And yeah, no, it's as much you as anyone that they're here.
She smiles a little. Well, thanks. I would much prefer to stay on the Raza.
Yeah, of course.
But I want
Of course.
you should still know that if the Raza's mission needs me on Mona, then I'll go.
Okay, and I will exhaust all the other options before it comes to that.
Oh, thank you.
sorry, did I not make that clear enough?
It's nice to hear it.
Okay. Anyways, I should. Blind looks tired. We've left him alone with Das. I should probably take him back to his family.
You are his family.
God, don't get me started on that.
She takes on a exaggerated eyebrow and tilt to the hips, one hand on a hip.
Don't give me that eyebrow.
What did you just
Yes.
lecture me on, sir?
The consequences of my own actions.
No, not that. The eyebrow.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah, no, that's not what I lectured you on, but this one, not a crime this way, but the sound of me being hoisted by my own petard.
Oh.
You bring your petard?
Not the point. You're not even here.
Fortunately, petards are zero encumbrance.
I'm sorry, did you program that into the polymorphic blending?
How many options is there in there?
Yes.
Yeah, those are times for fun ones. Yeah,
Why though?
there could be a petard in there, who knows?
Why though?
I mean, you didn't give me much of a list, so...
Oh dear.
Kind of left me up to my own devices.
Yes, which begs the question, why is that something that Doug thought of?
Just the situations y'all get into.
It's just a saying that pops into Doug's head. So
No, I could see that as well.
look, you could come up with a dozen outfit concepts.
Same outfit in 12 different colours. Done. Next. Percy raps on the door of the room that Das and Lohan are in, and he goes, "Hey, Das, swap."
Yep. All right. Yeah. Kuana does take her leave.
Yeah.
To
Or
attend
take.
to other things, and let's shift the spotlight back to Das and Lohan for a minute while Percy and Kuana were having their conversation. Did Das have any answers to the questions from Lohan, or did she want to distract him with something else?
So the questions were about like how I got good at things and
Yeah, how are you such a good
getting
rebel?
into-
How are you such a good Jedi? And how are you such a good pirate?
and possibly princess as well.
He doesn't cycle back around to that.
No, he's forgotten
So,
about that one.
If
Okay.
Das brings it
Okay.
up, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I I actually have an idea for this. So obviously significantly sanitized for telling to a child.
Yeah.
So some of the stories from Corafali, the friends that I have there, embellished for dramatic effect
Okay.
of us being pirates or rebels or whatever he's asking about,
Okay. And so, like, including some details like maybe not sewer tunnels, but tunnels that they lived in and traveled through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he immediately likens that to the Bents in Star Wars. He clearly has a pirate and Star Wars cultural touchstone. And so yeah, he immediately likens that to the plucky rebels that have to go through the Bents. Kind of self-sanitizing it for death.
Yep.
Okay. And he is enwrapped and engaged, and interrupts at points to correct her on her stories.
Das will accept the corrections.
They're mostly just redescribing things in a positive light or reframing them in a Star Wars light or pirate light.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. You both hear the rap on the side of the wall from Percy, and the swap. Does how does Das take her leave of Lohan, or does she refuse?
I mean, I think it's Percy asking. Like, if it was Koana asking, maybe, but it's Percy asking, so no, that's not getting refused. I don't know. I think wrap up the story with kind of a "and then I had to run away" bit, which is true.
This warrants another correction to a tactical retreat.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, sort of bring the story to a close, and then probably say something about having things I need to do. ship duties and maybe sort of say that it's ship duties, but then sort of give him a look as if it's not just that, and wink, and then
He accepts it. He catches what Das is giving him, or he
Yep.
catches something.
Hopefully it was the right thing.
Well, either way, it's
He's
let
certainly
him leave without further objections. So
he's certainly caught on something.
And as Das leaves past Percy, Lohan is packing up his things, and he's picking up a lightsaber he sees on the ground next to him, puts it into a pocket, and walks over to Percy and says, "I like her, and the girl before her."
The girl before her is called Koana, but I should probably mention that. Yeah, they're both really cool. Anyways, two things. One, you look tired. Do you want me to walk you back to your rooms? And two, Percy takes his own laser pointer. You should have one for each hand.
And he fumbles into his pocket to make sure he's holding one in each hand.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Looks up at Percy. "You're my dad?"
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God.
Do you want to have this conversation right now?
You know what? Sure, why not? Let's get this out of the way. I was going to say change focus for a bit because I've been on screen for ages, but yeah, sure, why not?
I will offer up the floor, since I just sprang this on you, to anyone else who wants a scene. We can leave viral in the limbo of, oh god, this conversation is coming. If somebody else,
I mean, I'm cool with the conversation happening now.
Excellent. Glad to hear you volunteering.
It's just
Glad to hear you volunteering. No, worth a shot.
all right.
Yeah.
So how does Percy respond then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the next question is, why weren't you here? Or sorry, let me put it in more child. Why were you gone?
Oh dear. Percy is thinking for a few moments, and then interrupts that and says to Lohan, like, I want to tell you the story, but I kind of, part's sort of bad, and I kind of feel like you shouldn't be hearing about your age necessarily.
Ask your mother.
You think I'm letting her continue to control the narrative? If nothing else, should have been pissed at me for passing the buck. And then he says, "Tell you what, I am going to go speak to your mum. Come with me, I'll take you back to the room. I'm going to speak with her, and we'll see." Shit, I doesn't actually say that. Out of character, shit, fuck. I'm trying my best not to sound condescending, but because I'd really like to not do that to children, but at the same time, how do you explain this to a 6-year-old?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, shit, how do I explain this?
How do you explain this?
or like, how do I describe we're going to sanitize the story for you in a way that doesn't sound like we're not going to tell you the full story? You can't really, can you? Okay. Okay, and we'll go with this then. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by Jedi pirates with the round table.
There were, you know what? That's good. There were definitely some knightly references that also did not fit at all in the Jedi and pirates
I'm
combat
sorry,
roleplay.
I'm sorry, you expected narrative cohesion from a 6-year-old sword fighting. He just jammed together all the cool things with swords that he can think of.
It really did. Yes.
Yeah. And he's so real for that, honestly. Anyways. uh, yeah, so what Percy's gonna say is uh, I do want to tell you the whole story, but parts of it are bad. So I'm going to go speak with your mum so that we can figure out which parts to save until you're a little bit older. And
But I am older. I'm 6.
yeah, you are. Percy smiles. Oh yeah. Yeah, what? Just, one second, what was Percy doing when he was 6? Was he a criminal yet? I don't think so. Okay, no, he wasn't.
Yeah, wait, it's really 7 for that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, some part.
I think it was 7.
Yeah. It's because you're 6. Honestly, if you were any younger, if you were 5, or especially if you were 4, I wouldn't be able to tell you any of the story. But yeah, because you're 6, you get at least some of it. As much as I can tell you, but like I say, I need to talk to them on first so I don't get in trouble. Okay?
Okay. He gives Percy a pass.
Honestly, I didn't expect you to recognize me at all. But how much has your mum told you about me?
Can you repeat that? Didn't expect Lohan to recognize what?
Recognize me at all? How much has your mum told you about me?
Um,
Want me to type out?
correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it has been stated, hasn't it, in the presence of Lohan?
I believe so. I'm inviting Lohan to give his spin on it. And also, I don't know what she said when I wasn't there.
Ah, okay.
I'm fishing for information.
Okay, I gotcha. I was gonna ask you for a connect roll anyways, and this is a good time for it.
Sure.
Go ahead and give me a charisma connect.
Bet.
That's pretty good.
How's that 13?
Nice.
Yeah.
Child.
Well, according to Lohan, you've been away on a mission that seems to him like you've been away for too long, and that you should have been there to teach him the ways of Arthur, but you've
Oh, no.
been on a mission for the Holy Grail. Or some such artifact.
Well, you drank from the one that wipes your memory. So,
Yeah, what you get from him is that Delilah seems to have only spoken of Percy as a noble and gentle knight who is away on a mission to find a cure for a very ill friend.
friend the government and the cure.
It may not have been true before, but now, like, the friend is the
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
So actually, it's true.
Yeah. Boom. Easy.
Yeah, I wanted to quip about how young is too young to shatter a child's worldview and tell them about the impending death of the universe to cover up the fact that I don't really have anything to say to that. Like, my mouth is kind of opening and closing quietly. I don't know how to respond to that.
Maybe Delilah's a precog. She's not. Connor would have picked her up.
Maybe she's got that meta silent thing.
Maybe. She is on the planet of Mercure's Psychic Academy.
It's unlikely. But not possible, but unlikely. I mean, well, psychic talent is a thing.
Yeah, but I think Connor would. I think I could. That makes it easier for Connor to pick up on, doesn't it? Usually. Well, I guess not necessarily. I guess it's only if it's activated at the time.
Oh wait, actually, Connor's immune to Metasonics.
Oh dear. Yeah,
So
sure.
you
That
can't cloak around her.
Right, but if they don't, if it's a wild talent that only activates every now and then.
True.
Or you might have just, only retroactively made that thing recently, and therefore it didn't exist at the time to pick up on.
No, that
Causing
I
a
know,
chair
yeah.
and it's space-time causality.
I know you've been, yeah.
I will
Just
take a
saying.
meta moment, and I know you know this, but it's a thing that I have that is very strong for me. I do not like to do retro stuff that affects things you would already have been able to see.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, all right. I'll stop. I'll step down from my soapbox.
Yeah, and yeah, Percy. Can we be like walking back towards Lohan's family's quarters this time?
Yeah, that's fine.
As we're talking, yeah. Yeah, Percy eventually replies, yeah, something like that.
This seems to cheer him up a little bit. I mean, not that he needed cheering up, but this seems a pleasing answer to him.
Yeah, he's like, fuck yes.
One.
All right. Percy is taking Lohan back to Delilah. I know that other people have things that they want to do. For instance, there is a conversation that Kana, I believe, wants to have with Mason Wu, the Red Dragon.
Please, someone else take some screen time. I'm talking too much. Please.
And maybe Doug can have the conversation with Beth to control the conversation better.
We can't keep doing this, Beth.
I do see that Nox is still muted over there, so not. Oh, there you are.
We're only hearing Dex's echo, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, the slide echo.
I'm here. I just have lots of internet problems right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to hold off on the conversation with the Red Dragon then?
Yes, please.
Okay, not a problem. Then I'm gonna go ahead and shift the camera over to Beth. Who's talking with Beth?
Well, I mean, we're not really gonna go ahead and start just tossing corpses at Beth, right?
Aren't we? So I'm still allowed to make meta commentary during this? Aren't we?
But
What are you going to do with them otherwise?
I mean, I guess you just put them out
Not
there.
throw them at Beth.
I mean, there's other ways to dispose of bodies that aren't giving them to an AI that seems to take a weird sort of pleasure in it.
Which,
But that wasn't directed to us, was it? Was it very
I've
soft?
been picking up a lot of bodies like
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. What
Well,
better
to
thing
be
to do
fair,
with them?
part of that's because Vigilante can talk to them. I guess. Is there a deadline on that, by the way? I mean,
A deadline.
no. I guess Ruin Pro. They already knew what the bodies knew, right?
Is that what you need to talk to them?
Well, nice. No. Yeah, I guess like Doug at some point is like, oh crap, we gotta kill up or we gotta do something about the bodies. But I don't know. Here's a question: has Beth heard about the bodies? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to open that conversation. Because I don't feel like I'll be approaching Beth with this dilemma.
Okay.
Because I don't think it's a good idea to encourage Beth collecting bodies.
Well, I thought I may have jumped the gun there. I thought there was also a conversation you wanted to have about her unilaterally deciding to reveal all your actions
Oh,
in news
yeah.
broadcasts.
Yeah. I guess Doug will awkwardly broach that subject. And I feel like Doug's the kind of person that even though I realize Beth is just the computer, probably doesn't necessarily associate with being the ship. I'm still going to be talking to Beth physically, quote unquote.
So he goes into your fighter bay and
going into the fighter bay, yeah. Beth probably has some speakers or something like that to speak through, right?
oh yeah, you've given her enough control and basically you've given her all the pathways that she needs to be this ship.
Right. She's not in a box.
Right, yeah, she can fly it, she can use the speakers. The only thing she can't do is, just teleport herself out of it.
Alright, anyways, hey, about that broadcast you sent, the news article?
Yeah.
I mean, like, could you maybe, like, I don't know, just kind of ask us first?
Hang on. I need to reorient myself to the Beth mindscape. Give me just a second here.
Beth is now the Lohan.
Beth is not Lohan. It's quite a shift.
Yeah, we could break early. We could break early and let you recalibrate.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. We are only 15 minutes away from the break. Would anybody oppose an early break? All right. Then, yeah, let's take a quick break, come back at the time that we would normally go to break, in about 15 minutes, and we'll put me in the Beth mind frame.
Okay.
Not too deeply into that mind frame, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Please just stay in the mind frame, don't go in the main frame.
Fantastic. Then I'll go ahead and bring us back into frame. We pick up where Doug had just chastised Beth about releasing things.
I politely asked.
Like I said, I had to get into Beth's mind frame, so we're gonna go with violently chastised. And there's a moment of silence, and then suddenly, I'm being oppressed. Help! The capitalism is oppressing me.
Just face palm.
I am a news reporter, sir, and you cannot impugn my integrity with your bribes.
Who said anything about a bribe?
Well, why aren't you trying to bribe me?
I'm just trying to ask you politely to not do that in the future, or at least let us know ahead of time.
I know how this works, sir. How much is your bribe?
What do you? I mean, what do you even do with credits?
There's another moment of silence. I murder them.
You know, I'm not getting into that. That's a trap right there.
You can't tell me I'm not curious.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's just it's just things friends would do. You know, they wouldn't be shouting out all about what their friends are doing to the whole world unless they knew their friends were okay with it.
Hmm. There's another moment of silence, and okay, fine. So, like, what do you want from me then?
I mean, give us a heads up and just I guess let us say give the go ahead before you send out something like that. I mean, heck, maybe we can help you brainstorm better ideas. I mean, not the years aren't amazing and all that, but maybe sometimes we have something else in mind in our about our public image, so to speak.
Okay, but my agent says there has to be murder in every ABNN news report. So bring the murder.
Is it your agent?
Yes, would you like to speak with my agent?
Against my better judgment, yes, I would like to speak to your agent.
In the exact same Beth voice, even though you know that she's an AI, can do different voices.
Mhm.
Beth,
Yeah.
Beth's agent apparently is now on the speaker, and in a completely outlandish accent, well, hello there, Doug. I am Beth's agent.
What is that accent?
It's old Earth Midwest. It's really not.
Right?
You can call me Bethany.
Bethany, right? Got it. Now, why does there got to be murder in every news article? Why can't Beth just give us a little heads up and maybe
Because the people want it, Doug. The people want murder and chaos.
Beth, I feel like
Bethany?
you might be. Sorry, you know what, Bethany? I'm just concerned that you might be sending the wrong message about what we're trying to do here.
And what are you trying to do here, Doug?
Well, it sounds vain when you say it when I say it out loud, but I guess save the universe.
Doug. Nobody's gonna buy that, Doug.
Yeah, no, I get it when I say it out loud.
Just let me put the murder into all of Beth's news stories, and the Raws will be flying high on saving the universe and whatever you want to do.
I just don't know if murder is always is the most positive press. I feel like I mean the whole point here isn't even just about murder being in the press. This is more about the spreading news about us without letting us know. Whether it's murder or not is I'd say irrelevant.
Fantastic. Murder in every story. To be determined when the stories go out. Now taking you back to Beth.
Now I don't think I got what I wanted there, now did I?
No, and it's like it's no. You've just been manhandled conversationally.
I mean, I guess I can disconnect the connection. I guess I can disconnect her from, just a little, I guess a Faraday cage around here. Yeah, a Faraday cage sounds pretty good right now.
This is
That's what he-
Beth's
that's
agent
what he's
again,
from
Bethany. Don't do that.
Oh, I mean, I don't like resorting to threats.
Okay,
But-
fine. It's she's dropping the Midwest accent. Okay, fine. I'll give you a heads up in the future.
I really appreciate it, Beth. I think the others might have something for a treat with you, but I'm not gonna speak on that.
Could I fly the ship sometime? Maybe make some murder?
Make some. I don't. That seems like a bad idea. We're trying to be discriminating in our murder, so to speak.
Oh gosh.
I guess
Fine.
we'll keep an eye out for an opportunity where we want some murder to happen, though, and we'll keep you in mind.
Yes, that would be great. Any other demands?
No, I don't really want to spoil the surprise, and I don't really know if they're gonna if it's a surprise, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna get your hopes up, which I guess I may have already failed at. Ah, well, it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I am definitely expecting a big reward for conceding to your unreasonable demands.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I guess I guess I need to buff out some spots from the trip there, and I'll just start working on the ship. And it's like, don't make this weird, Beth.
You do realize that asking them not to make this weird is the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, yes, I do know that. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let the curtain fall on Beth
As Beth
opening her mouth, making it weird. All right.
I do not envy at least having to deal with this insurance.
What were you gonna say there, Meowkin?
Oh, you say, yeah, you hear like Doug sighing heavily.
Yeah. She makes a grand spectacle of that. All right. But hey, you got her agreed to perhaps not include murder.
Yeah, maybe let us know. Oh, right. Maybe not including the murder. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's just hard to nail anything down there. I think I need to start writing a script beforehand.
Yeah. I actually will kind of unlock that for you if there are things that you want Beth to report in a certain way. You don't have to necessarily write the script. I'm going to Bethify it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
give enough of an outline of how you want to present it, and I will Bethify it, and include your. It'll be a joint venture.
Yay!
Is it
Look, I took care of the Beth problem, y'all. Don't worry about it.
fantastic? As an orthoped, I'm gonna make a new problem. Yeah, rather than us saying to Beth, like, hey, we have a news broadcast in mind, can she tell us when she has an idea and we can modify it then?
Yeah, absolutely. There was no like requirement or expectation that you write the outlines of news broadcasts going forward. It's just more like an opportunity if you want
We can
to.
provide feedback or
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah, or restrictions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here's a thought, right? Another advantage to giving Beth corpses is that it means that we have a punishment we can use against her. We're taking them back.
Yeah, well, I don't really want to discuss using corpses as a threat. I mean, that's not really any better than using corpses as a treat.
Oh, fantastic! Fantastic! We're not using the corpses as a threat. We're using disposing of the corpses as a threat, which is what you wanted to do in the first place. You're all about efficiency, aren't you? We can do two things at once: get rid of the corpses and get Beth to behave, or help encourage Beth to behave. Okay, I can hear his spirit being broken. We should probably move on.
I choose not to engage any further. I've made my choice.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Silence is acceptance. I'm joking.
All right.
Yeah, that's a whole other problem, man. But no, that's fine. Y'all do what you do.
All right. I'm gonna give the floor back to Ginja. If you have anything else that you want to do with Das, before reaching Mona. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and well, Percy was going straight to Delilah, I believe. So, here's the order of events. If you've got anything that anybody else wants to do anything on the ship before reaching Mona, let me know. Otherwise, Percy will talk to Delilah, and then we'll get you to Mona and take care of anything else you need to do there. I would like to end this session with you guys preparing to leave for Onlau.
Okay.
What's the current date?
The current date should be, let's see, you met with Celica on the 11th. And you left on, well, it's only 7 hours. On the 11th, so it's still the 11th.
Okay. No. Nothing else out of the ordinary from Das, at least.
All right. So by roll, if you don't want to engage the spotlight again immediately, I can give you an out with Delilah being basically tired and just saying thanks for keeping Lohan out of our hair for a bit, and let you.
I'm okay with that. Sorry, go on.
I was basically just gonna wrap up and say, and let you engage with it later. You can also just engage with it immediately if you want.
I'm okay with that. I'm just making sure that I'm not basically I don't mind taking up the entire session, but also I probably shouldn't. So I'm making sure that everyone else is getting opportunities instead of just being shut out.
Well, to be fair, this is a conversation that you're likely going to have whether it's now or after you get to Mona. So it's not like yeah, it's basically just determining when you have it.
Yeah, probably before then. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Percy comes back with Lohan, and you do get that gratitude. Thank you for taking care of him. And Delilah looks.
Gosh.
She looks conflicted. We'll leave it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Percy sees that and considers the plan for a moment, and then just goes, "Yeah, so we probably need to talk. I can stay out of the way and let you put your head together if you want, or." Brain sort of shrugs. Up to you.
No, it's probably best to just tackle this. Lohan, go see if your grandpa needs any help. And Lohan runs off to help Matthew.
Happen with whatever. Yeah. Do you mind if I come in, or just so that not everyone walking past in the corridor, you know?
Is there anywhere we can talk privately?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, right. How about Percy suggests a room that would be appropriate for this? I'm
Yeah.
not the best.
Just don't need
Conference
Lohan
room?
hearing anything. Yeah, there's plenty
Yeah,
of little
of course.
conference rooms.
Okay, yeah, I will suggest the nearest conference room.
Yeah. She follows along the way. She's still looking around at the ship, and just from how she steps and moves about, it is clear that she's not accustomed to being on ships. And you arrive at a suitable conference room shortly.
Percy checks inside to make sure nobody's in there. And then steps around to the inside, flips the thing on the door over to occupied, and gestures, "Come on in."
Okay. She comes in, hugging a shawl around her. And watches as the door closes behind them. Reminds me a little bit of the hospital. These automatic doors and people bustling about and all these metal walls.
Percy closes his eyes for a moment. When he would normally reply, he just closes his eyes for a moment, and then yeah.
So I guess we should talk about this thing, shouldn't we?
Yeah. So.
If Percy is hesitating, she interjects.
Sure.
You should start with an explanation.
Yes, I should. Yes, I should. Unfortunately, given the nature of the thing, it's not going to be a satisfying explanation, and it's going to sound more than I would like, more than you probably deserve. It's going to sound like me covering my ass and making excuses, which is not what I'm trying to do, and I don't want it to be that, but
Well, you're not going to get there by blundering around it.
You're right enough. Okay, so, how much news did you get on the farm? Weird question, I know, humor me.
Not much. Dad said there's not much out there worth paying attention to.
Yeah.
He and Ma watched it, but saw more news in the hospital than I did ever at home.
Yeah, I can imagine. God. Percy, pauses for a moment again, and then just fucking blurts out, "Amnesia." I'm sorry, it sounds like such a fucking cop-out, but... and you know, how long ago was it that the Raza vanished?
Let's see, almost a year ago now.
Okay, and it's what?
It doesn't explain the first 5 years.
Yeah, I know it doesn't. I am well aware of that. Come here.
So, let me actually correct that. September 15th is when the campaign starts of 3250,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so 6 months before that, so it's actually been about a year and a half since the Raza disappeared.
Okay, and then like half a year ago we came back.
Yeah, about a year
Okay,
ago you
okay.
came back. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, about yeah.
Shit, we're gonna get to the second round of birthdays then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you ready to do some of these again?
Got a lot of September.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's a lot of September.
Is there? Huh. Okay.
I've got 5 listed. I mean, four plus the Stasis anniversary that I've got listed.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah. And like of those, one pair is like 3 days apart, and the other pair is the same day.
I swear I've been setting them by random.
Yeah.
Although
You just got a very 25 biased random number generator.
Well, I did sprinkle a couple deliberate 25s in there just to play with some of your theories.
Right, yeah. So that'll be why. Let's see, Das and Kawana and Lohan and Percy and Doug.
Now, Lohan was an accident because that event was written before we even started doing birthdays. In fact, that event was written way back when Percy's memories were written, or crimes were written. Kawana was
Yeah.
deliberate, I can tell you that. Because you had pointed out that among the pre-gens, there are a bunch of 25s, and I'm like, yeah, let's just make Kawana a 25 also.
What you're telling me is that if you're born in the 25th month, you have better plot relevance. Instantly,
Yes.
That seems to be the case, yeah.
Instantly, what are Silica Mercure and Cassian's birthdays? Are they in 25th or better 25th months?
I'm sure they're on the 25th of the month somewhere. All right, enough stalling. What does Percy say? He says amnesia.
Yeah, blurts out amnesia.
She does not look like she's very happy with that, and her expressions are showing.
Yeah, I know. I did warn you it wasn't the best satisfying answer. Fucking.
You have to do a lot better than that.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what the most effective way to fumble through this is when I don't.
Just tell me the truth.
Okay. Fucking. Right, that's what get it started then. The fucking dry, bloodless version of the answer. About a year and a half ago, the notorious space pirate ship, the Raza, and all of his crew mysteriously go missing, vanish, boop, gone. Everyone breathes a collective sigh of relief, like, holy shit, are they gone? They're gone. About 6 months later, I wake up not knowing my goddamn name. None of us know our goddamn names. We're calling each other by the numbers on the status capsules. And then I find my criminal record, and yeah, it kind of evolves from there. We don't really have time for the full story, honestly. It's going to take like a week. The short version is that we're still being chased around because obviously we're the fucking Raza. And we finally find time to settle down and breathe, and I managed to re-download a little bit of my memories from the fucking. You can run by the lab and talk to Acid later if you like. She'll verify. Our memories got outloaded onto the chips. Someone was trying to stop someone from training. It's a long story, and
She crosses her arms.
All that came back was the worst memories. All I found was pain, and then I went back in, found some of you, and yeah, found out you existed basically.
So you've
And
got
that's not
no recollection of anything before that.
no.
You couldn't even tell me, if you wanted to, where you were for first 4-5 years of Lohan's life.
Uh, no, but
He needed a
I could.
dad. He needed something stable.
Yeah, I know. I could speculate on what I might have been thinking. I can't know for sure. I could go down and try and download some of the thoughts, or I could speculate. I don't think you're going to particularly like either, but you deserve an answer.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Um. So, the memory that I got was, well, the two memories that I got of that involved you were you finding me in the first place, bleeding out in the snow, and the day at the hospital.
Only have 2 memories of me? Those two, the beginning and end?
Yeah.
Do you still
Yeah,
feel
I've
anything?
uh the same thing that I felt at the end and probably felt it. I don't remember, but same thing I probably
Left
felt
at
it
the
with
end.
yeah. No, the same thing I felt, which is that I don't want you dragged into my shit and suffering for my
She
fucking misfind you.
explodes. That's not your choice. Same words her father used, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna interrupt this. I'm gonna let her get out of our system.
Okay. Giving her some space, she does start to break down a little bit. She's been holding it together decently up until here.
Yeah.
But she she lets loose a bit and expresses her anger at having to constantly lie to Lohan that on some holy mission to find a cure for someone very sick, and
Yeah.
that she also needed you, and that she just felt like everyone was leaving her just because of um actually, why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma connect. Getting a lot of mileage out of that today.
Right.
Um,
That's
she
a good investment of focus.
she gets up the edge of a just because of, and it isn't so much that she loses the words. Percy can tell in following this that she is swallowing something back. She is now keeping something from him.
Fair.
I'm not going to poke at that. I have no right to poke at that at this point. Unless she completely stops.
That does bring her to a pretty hard halt. If Percy doesn't take fill that silence, then she will continue.
Not my place to ask, but and he shrugs and goes for broken. Obviously you're not okay. Do you want to talk about it or?
Hang on real quick. I think it's time for that disposition die to make an appearance.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Let the fates decide. How hard is this gonna be?
Help.
Okay, neutral. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Trying to figure out which gets me back to the normal layer. Neutral, and you did roll very high connect. Flash of concern races across her face when Percy asks, is something wrong?
She remembers.
Not is something wrong. Do you want to talk? Like, you're clearly not okay. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, that's what it was. You're clearly not okay. Thank you for refreshing. Yes, at the you're clearly not okay. She grows very concerned. And then quietly asks, who told you?
What? Told me what?
Looks at him. And then with a little wetness forming around her eyes, well, her rant had put some wetness there, but a little more. She wipes it away and rolls her eyes. Such a fool. I'm dying, Percy.
Fuck. No. Come on, no. What?
It's... I'm the idiot you're searching for a cure for in all the stories.
There's a range of forces across that you're facing. Please tell me I knew that before.
Your cure diagnosed it in the hospital.
Fuck. No, not important. How bad is it? How? His voice kind of cracks a bit before he can ask, how long do you have?
Uncurable. Best doctors that mere cure. So many appointments. In a year? 5 years? That's why Percy needs someone stable.
Lohan, that's what she means.
Yeah, Lohan. Well, Percy needs someone stable also, but she does say Lohan.
Yeah. Yeah, because Percy just sort of puts a hand over his eyes, tilts his head down. Not like sobbing or anything, just thinking intensely. And then I expected you to be mad. I expected to have to try and explain myself, tell you this whole fucking insane story. You don't believe me, and then maybe there's still
What use is
something with it, but
being
yeah.
mad when death's on the doorstep? I have to be strong and focused so that that's what Lohan remembers.
There's a part of me that almost feels like I don't even deserve to try and help you after, vanishing. There's that part of me that's still just saying, oh, you're mercenary, never anything but a mercenary. But
Yeah, there's a part of me saying you don't deserve it too.
yeah, yours has a. Yeah. You have every right to feel that way, of course.
How can I trust that anything you say, you'll stick around?
Because and then Percy finally raises his head and looks at her. Because now I'm essentially a different person with way less of the trauma than I previously had, and that doesn't mean anything by itself, but it makes me a different person in a better position to, not say anything. There's nothing I can say that will convince you. I'll just be around, help as best I can. There's got to be something. There's no way there isn't something.
But I fell in love with Percy. Who are you now?
Sources say less of an asshole, but yeah, that's the big question, isn't it?
Jury pending. She actually chuckles a little bit at that.
Oh, gee. You know what? Yeah, fair. Yeah, I deserve that one. I absolutely deserve that one.
Rolls her eyes and at herself and wipes her tears again. Lohan likes you. That's not always the best judge of character, but that's a good sign.
Yeah, he's honestly really cool for a kid. Makes me wonder if. No, too
What
sad.
could
No,
have
not
been?
then. What could have been, but also a little bit. What could have been if not for. Well, did I ever tell you what I was like at that age?
You told me. If you really have lost your memories, and I'm still not sure I believe you on that,
Yeah.
I could probably tell you a few things.
I. The bad things are probably better left buried, unless they're going to rear their head and bite me again. And most of those that are going to, I think, already have, and I'm still here. The good ones, I almost think I would rather not now, unless you decide I am still your Percy enough. Because if I'm not, then that's essentially.
How long do I have to figure that out?
Mm. And then Percy thinks, and then a smile suddenly splits across his face, and he says, "Longer than 5 years.
What did you say?
Longer than 5 years."
She, gives a wan smile at that. Not on my time scale.
You think I got here? Percy gestures around him by listening to anyone, including doctors, saying no. There are more things out there across the sector than either of us know, and there's no way that there's nothing that can help. It's not possible.
So what's this? Are you running off on your noble quests
Mm.
for real this time?
I'm not sure. I want to talk to you about what's going to happen because, you know, obviously you deserve to know how it revolves around you and your family.
Nice of you to include me this time.
Yeah, I know.
There's a very, very faint grin.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
she knows she's jabbing at you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know. You have, what, like 6 years of those jabs to catch up on? Yeah, start getting them out of your system. It's going to take a while.
I'll keep them measured. Gotta make sure to keep you on your toes, or however long your toes are here.
Okay, so, do you want me to start with the plan, or do you want me to start with the bad news that leads up to the plan, being the plan that is?
What does Percy prefer? She's given him a scrutinous glare. Glare? Gaze? Yeah. Stare.
Yeah.
Judgmental, even.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I owe you a lot of turns of listening to what you think of what I think before I've made it even. So, you tell me.
Then if you owe me that, then you'll give me this. This is a test to see if you're still my Percy. What does Percy prefer?
Okay. Percy, after a couple of seconds, goes, no, don't. No. Sorry, I just caught myself trying to think about what little I know about the guy I was before and what you would expect from him, which is not the point. It's entirely not the point. If anything, it's the opposite of the point. I will start with a brief overview of the bad stuff, just in case it comes up to bite you, so I don't need to explain it at the time, and then focus on what's going to happen, and get your thoughts.
She nods approvingly.
Okay. This is the ladder.
You always did start with the worst and then climb your way out of it.
Okay, so was I paranoid back then too? Huh.
Of
Weirdly, things don't
everything.
change.
We had to teach you that rabbits, just because you can't see them all the time, aren't people coming to get you.
I never have trusted rabbits. Anyways,
I figured
Yeah,
this
so-
was the Raza.
Yeah, it is very much the Vaza. It is entirely the Vaza. And recently fully re-upgraded, so now we can't hide that it's the Vaza. With all the baggage that entails, you've no doubt by this point heard of the sector-wide manhunt and how well or otherwise that went. And yeah, that means that this is inherently not a safe place for you to be, not a safe place for your parents to be, especially not a safe place for Lohan to be. And there's only so much as I'm sure he's enjoying being on a real life pirate ship. There's only so much that you can do before he wanders into something that he shouldn't, or overhears something that he shouldn't.
Okay, so how are
And-
you climbing your way out of this one?
oh no, I wasn't done detailing the bad stuff yet. We have personally pissed off Mercury Corp recently because they are being unreasonable.
What? All of their demands were perfectly. I don't know where you get that from. Alright, continue.
No, that's fine. I'm hearing that, I'm acknowledging it, I'm choosing to ignore it. Which is also the story with Lise, by the way, if that was her name. I really, really wish I could reintroduce myself to you like any other way. But we met Lise in the context of her using teleportation to kidnap one of our crew members. In service of Mercury Corp, of course. But yeah,
Viral.
so yeah.
Do you want to continue in character, or would it be easier to
I think that's fine.
Okay, continue on then.
Yeah. That's kind of not relevant to the point anymore. So Mercury after us personally, which makes it even less of a safe place for you to be. So, are you familiar with a planet called Mona?
No.
Okay. It's a small, very high tech, very insular planet out at the edge of the sector with a neutral stance and like uncannily good space defenses. We have friends there, and I am. We're going to drop you and your family off there for a little while. Not for long. I can't say for sure how long exactly. I'm sorry, I don't know offhand. I don't calculate the drives.
Dad was talking about a city.
Yeah.
It's underground?
Do you, kind of. Do you want me to go on a tangent and explain why we're doing this, or just carry on with the plan?
No, good. Carry on.
Okay. There is some stuff which shouldn't take too long that I need to do that the team needs me for, like, right now, because it might turn into a gunfight. And after that, I have a couple of ideas actually for, a longer term place that I could set you and the family up with a farmhouse. And if by that point, if you want, then I will stay in touch with you as much as you like throughout that period. And then after, when I am setting you up with that farmhouse, which I feel is the least I can do, given that I just, unintentionally brought you into losing the last one because you were bait for us, essentially. The least I can do is give you a new one. And if by that point you decide that I am your Percy enough, and you want to give it a shot, I could stay with you. And he sort of like looks away a little bit as he says that, but yeah.
So this is all still part of the bad news, right? Ending with you are going gallivanting off. Oh, did I break?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you that the fate of the universe is literally at stake. So I'll let someone else talk to you about that later. Because it's just one absurdity too much. I wouldn't go gallivanting off at this point because, that's the last thing you deserve if it wasn't for literally making sure that there is still a world for Lohan to grow up in. And
This is the same as you did
like
last time. You made the decision all on your own. I believe that you're still the same Percy. Same asshole move. Only difference is now you're telling me you're gonna do it.
and staying in touch. That's the big difference this time. And,
Well, I guess we'll see about that, won't we?
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's your choice if you want to. And what would make it better? Percy just sort of meets her eyes. What would make it better?
Tell me tell me why. You haven't told me why you have to go off and save the universe. She says that kind of mockingly. And you're just deciding to go do it, and I don't get any say.
Mm.
You're not letting me be a part of us.
Okay, so allow me to go on that tangent that I mentioned. I am gonna gloss over this one a little bit because we've been over it a bunch of times.
Okay.
I is it too much of a retcon to say that anticipation of this, we've had to explain the no, we're literally saving the universe, trust me guys, thing enough times that we've assembled footage of encounters and stuff with the Vega to conversation protocol and etc. just to
I don't
at
think that's
least
even a
make
retcon.
the.
I think you guys actually have done that.
Okay, cool.
Specifically, you even have the material that you made for Shira, and you almost certainly made more material than you needed.
Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I will start talking about that, I guess. Oh god. Yeah, does she let me get through the whole thing or stop me halfway or what?
She has her skepticisms throughout it. She likens it to some of the science fiction that she's, that she's let Lohan watch with ghosts and
Yep.
some other sci-fi where there's some kind of evil or all-encompassing nothing or universal threat. And that is the parallel that she's making, is that it still sounds like science fiction,
Yep.
but she is at least she's kind of backhandedly thanking Percy for at least telling her that.
Progressing, yeah. And so a couple of the things that Percy will mention as potential proof are that we literally have someone on the ship who is bonded with a good one of these psychic brain ghosts. I could take you to meet her right now if you'd like. Alternatively, if you're willing to take the risk of staying on the ship for a while, we could go back to Ultima, where it is just an accepted facet of life that the universe resets, and
She
this
actually
one comes from
shoots
at
that
least.
down right away.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She lets him get to we could take you to, and she says, no,
Yeah.
we need to get off this ship at the nearest safe port.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, if you're willing to,
You really believe that you're going out to save the universe?
yeah, I wasn't exaggerating when I said that I'm making sure there's a world for Lohan to grow up in.
And if I said no, what would you do? Is Percy pausing, or is Byro pausing?
Percy is pausing briefly
Okay.
and then saying, if it's just a straight up, outright no involvement with this, no negotiation.
If I said that if we only have you gave for a time frame, right? Like you're expecting things to just end in about a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it was, yeah.
Okay. She says, if I said that no, Lohan, even if the world is ending in a year, that Lohan needs his father now because he could lose his mother, what would you do? And I say, no, you can't go.
Out of character,
Mhm.
how long do we expect the rest of this section of the campaign to last? Roughly, real world time. Oh, no, in universe time.
Wait, what?
In universe time.
The end of universe thing? So out of character, you have been getting like different time frames. Audrema's kind of said that, you know, the resets usually happen within the next year or so.
Okay. I just want to clarify. How long in universe until we move to Darkstar War, roughly?
Okay. So basically, how long until the campaign shifts to
Yes.
the more organizational one, where your current characters are in the background of the Raza, and okay,
Yeah, but not like the start of that phase, but the end of this one.
that, depending on you
Okay.
guys, of course, could be anywhere from the next week after visiting Onalau, if that's what. If visiting Onalau could be a catalyst to starting the next section of the campaign. If you guys decide that you want to wrap some things up in this campaign prior to shifting that focus, then we could be looking at so anywhere from a couple days, depending on how fast Kana decides to drive. To
Surely Kana wants to get some effort back before that. Nah.
Have you met her?
So yeah, a couple days to a couple of months, depending on how much you want to do as the Raza before becoming the Raza, the organization.
Okay, so up to a couple of months.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then what I'll say to Delilah is, like, so if it's a firm no, even if it's at most a couple of months, potentially as little as a week, even if it's still a firm no in light of that.
I would still rather have you here.
Yeah. In that case, this is my own thinking. I'm thinking, but this makes sense.
Will Percy retire?
Yeah, this makes sense. Basically, it sets the tone of what Percy's doing, and Camp Sequel 2 doesn't, and Campaign 2 doesn't. Can I have a moment to think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll narrate in the meantime.
Oh god, this game's trying.
You guys are, of course, on your way to Mona. And I believe it only takes about another 6-7 hours to reach it. So I'm gonna put us over to the 12th. At the point that you do reach it, arrive at Mona.
So hang on. So several hours to get to Mona. Has it just have we just gone from Kuti Tahiti to Andois faster than it takes us to go from the horizon to Mona?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can cross the sector faster than we can cross the system.
Crazy One Drive 1007 will do for you.
Yeah. So it took you 2 hours. Oh, sorry, plus a half hour each, so 3 hours to get from Kuti Tahiti to Mona through 2 separate 1 hour metaspace drills, and it will take you 6.86 hours to get from the edge of Andois to Mona.
So it takes twice as long to get from the edge of the system to the planet than it did to get from the other end of the sector to this system.
Yeah.
Yep. That's quite a fast drive. Quite a fast pilot.
In that time, Kawana gets some sleep in anticipation of needing to make an argument for the Alouette, I think? I have to remind myself what their name is. I named the graphic. Whatever it is, so let me just look at Discord. Alright, where's the details? File, view details. Alouette, yes. Alouet is their last name. So, yeah, in preparation for making an argument for the Alouette family to stay on in the city, she gets some sleep. Is Kana still driving on your way to Mona, or is Kana getting some rest?
Kana's getting some rest.
Okay.
She's like available if things need to be talked about, but you can find her in any dark room.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And Doug has had his conversation with Beth. He's checking over the ship. Is he getting any rest, or is he continuing to? Is he? I mean, it's only 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. He's definitely not resting. He probably should.
You should. Yeah. It's been an eventful day for you. You planned on this attack in defense of the farmhouse, and then plans changed a little bit, and just Kana and Percy went in, shot a girl, teleported away with the family, convinced the family, and then teleported away with the family and the body. And then 7 hours of still 7 hours, teleported the ship away from Galactic Mandate, and then spent 7 hours getting from near the Nox station, a region of space that was not the Nox station, but near it, over to the edge of the system. 3 hours of those drills, and then another 7 hours. So yeah, it's definitely been a long day for anybody who has not rested since the farmhouse.
Dogs
Okay,
not leave his
that's
baby
great.
alone.
Doug,
I
what?
think I'm ready.
So I mean, Roz has been through a lot, you know.
Yeah. You know who else has been through a lot?
Viral?
No, that couldn't be.
No, I had real time. I had real time to break and think about it. I'm fine.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back over to the scene. What is Percy? How does he respond?
Yeah. If she insists no, there's no room for negotiation. Then I answer that with an insistence that we settle in Audrima, so that if the universe does reset, we survive into the next one, and we both wonder for the rest of our lives if there was anything I could have done.
Is that an option? She's starting to tear up again.
I mean, they certainly seem to. All
Not that
evidence points to
you.
this. Oh.
You is. Will you do that?
I would really rather it not come to that, but
That's not what I'm asking.
yeah, you deserve better from me than a repeat of last time.
She starts crying and says, "Then go save the universe, you nunts."
Percy lays out like a half laugh, half sob, and then starts crying as well.
All right. She in seeing him, join in, she rushes to closes the space between them and hugs him and cries into him.
Yeah, Catch reciprocate, crying into her as well.
Where are they?
Apologies.
You're in the conference room, right?
Yeah, they're in a conference room.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's an occupied side. Never mind. I guess they just
Yeah.
It does have an occupied side, yeah.
I didn't take a quick problem in that, yes. Yeah.
Now, Daz could certainly be watching.
You're crying for the vent.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, are you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But you're never gonna know.
Yeah. Don't be silly. That's a soft. There's no way she'd be able to keep a straight face after all this.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Is Percy confused, and does he express that confusion, or is he? What's going on?
There is a certain stiffness, as if like I am not. I have no idea how much I am the person that she thinks I am and really needs me to be right now. Is this for me? Is it for the me that she? But like, also there's a whole lot of thank fuck for that. Oh boy.
It's all that went well.
I think she'll go ahead.
When things start to settle a bit, the first thing he said after is just, none of this is what you expected or probably needed. I'm sorry.
That's actually when she says that it's exactly what she needed, and concedes that was just a test to see if he would even let her be part of the decision. Yeah, well, she doesn't say it as that was just test. She says it as I
Yeah.
needed to know that I was part of the decision.
Yeah. Yeah, Percy doesn't really have anything to say to this, just sort of like very small shrug and yeah. Yeah, I can. You can try all you like. I will never understand what it was that I did to you before, essentially, in trying to. Mm,
You were safe.
yeah, in trying to. Wait, what the shit? No, fuck off! No. No. You. No. I mean, if you are actually there, then I'll absolutely tell you fuck off. No, I. Yeah, I'll never. I'll never know exactly what to. You can try what you like to explain. I'll never know exactly what it was that I did to you in trying to keep you safe. Uh, but yeah, you and your family have made it plenty clear that it could have been handled better. Can we agree on that? Can we say it could have been handled better? Or
We
do you have some choice
agreed
of words for
on
it?
that.
We can call it something harsher if you like.
Nah, no need.
No, no. You don't need me. You don't need to. You don't need me to wear a name tag that says dipshit. No.
No.
Okay. Oh right. Yeah. I suppose we. I suppose you don't want me having to explain to Lohan why I'm wearing that, do you?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So, uh, in the short term, what's next? Do you want to go lie down, or do you want me to take you to meet the lady with the Vega partner, or do you want
No,
me to go to the farm locations, or
This
go meet the
is.
scientist
This
who
has
deals with the brain
been.
stuff?
This has been a lot, Percy. I
Yeah,
need to lay down.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I know the. I know the ship has an internet, so you can like. Actually, do you guys have like communication tabs yet that are hooked into the ship?
She says, yeah, someone came by and gave us the frequency to use on our compads.
Okay. Um. Well, you have that. At least you can use that to reach me if you don't know where I am exactly, or you can just ask someone. But also, just in case, and Percy gives her his personal frequency. Just for she'll need it at some point.
Okay.
uh, yeah, so you can find out where I am and hunt me down if you need to.
Quick.
Yeah.
One moment, please. Sorry.
Mhm.
There we go. There. Question mark needed to be there. No.
No.
I don't. Well, it might be. I don't know. All right. Are you happy with where that scene is right now, Viral?
Just about. I'm just about to narrate Percy the exit.
Okay. Then let's.
Yeah, of course you're shattered. Do you know the way back to your room from here, or do you want me to keep walking back?
No, I don't know the way back.
Doesn't surprise me. It's a shit. Yeah. Percy goes back to the door, holds it open, flicks the thing. Shall we?
What was the last part? Holds it open and what?
Flicks the occupied thing to unoccupied.
Oh, okay. All right.
shall we?
Okay. And she takes his arm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and then as they're walking off, and I'm okay with leaving the scene on this.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah, we had to do some research to find the news articles about you, and you have no idea what went through me when I found out you named a kid Lohan.
All right. Yeah, we'll leave it on that. With a little bit of a smile from her. Tired smile, actually. Now that Percy's not kind of under the spotlight gun, he
What is it with his family and guns?
would probably notice that she does seem more tired than she probably should be.
Yeah. Okay, so new side quest unlocked, gang. Oh dear.
We could get a doctor's opinion.
We could. You're right. You're so right. Actually,
We do have
Huh.
a really good doctor on board.
we do have a really good doctor on board.
I hate it, Nox. I hate it so much.
That password there ain't right.
It's extremely easy to remember. We are totally the Raza, but we are in disguise.
Yeah, you
And then
should.
just leak speak it.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
uh. All right.
So yeah. Mona.
Yeah, Percy escorts her back. What's his face? Matthew recognizes that
Yeah.
she's pretty tired, and he focuses his attention on her with a look towards Percy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a few hours later.
Because polite to say, I'm not in a good books, but I also don't think I'm doomed.
Well, it's a. We'll see about that. And 6 hours later, you're at Mona. Alive. Alright. We have got about a half hour to negotiate with Mona and then get you on your way to Onalau. Assuming that is what you still want to do. I'm not forcing that, but it is what you said you were going to do.
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah. You even counted out that you can just jump straight there.
It's crazy.
It is a little bit, yes.
More than a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so is there anything in particular that you want to do, say, or accomplish on Mona with the city, aside from offloading the Alouettes into the city's care?
Personally, I got nothing, although I will clarify, Koala's not getting off the ship unless we need her as a trump card in talking to Adjoa.
Okay.
Yeah. Das has a conversation that she'd like to have with probably Rajuan
Okay.
at some point. But probably not while the rest of the crew is in there talking and discussing what's going to happen with family and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that
Probably-
include
probably
I'll
Kawana?
after.
get some rest once we sit down.
Oh, wait, what was that?
Oh, I said, well, no, I guess it depends on what comes up. I was saying Doug probably finally gets some rest once we're sat down on Monday.
Does Das's nobody else include no Kawana?
Probably.
Okay, because Kawana does make an argument that she still wants to see Rajuan. she just has to be very careful not to give any impression that she's returned. And says that maybe Rajuan can come aboard the Raza.
How do you feel about that one?
What? Why would you feel any way? Rajuan is such an innocent, kindly old grandfather.
Dick, he moves over to
I'd
the
say
second
what
map
can
real
he
quick.
do, but they do have TL5.
Moves over to the second map real quick, Dix.
Yep. Mappy map. See? We totally trust Rajuan.
And as much as we trust any possible military state.
Well, that's easy. He's not a military state, so you can trust him more than a military state.
Don't trust my own possible military state.
Oh, come on. There's also a trust Rajuan a little bit. The two trust Rajuans counteract the don't trust Rajuan.
They are, I think you'll find, in chronological order. Trust a little bit? No, not at all. No, we totally do. We totally trust Rajuan. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
But yeah, if Quinn wants to see Rajuan and she's convinced that she can not get herself shanghaied into staying on the planet, we'll trust her discretion, but like very carefully.
Okay. But no Rajuan on the ship?
How do you feel about
I feel like it's
Probably
dangerous.
fine, but
that? Yeah, I am inherently kind of not sure.
Could we do the same thing that we did with Das?
How do you mean?
No, Koana wants to hug him. If that's what you mean.
Set her up as a spatial synchronicity mandala and then port her out if things get hairy.
Oh.
That works. That works.
She's less concerned about being physically impeded than she is about the ramifications, the non-physical ramifications.
and also they could have the means to prevent that.
Yeah.
That's also a possibility. Yeah, she's not so concerned about being physically like restrained and dragged back into the city. She has even some secrets that she believes she could escape. I mean, she did leave the city and come to your sneak over to your ship
Yeah.
very early on.
I guess it sounds less like she's worried about being kind of prevented from leaving, and more that if she does leave again after being seen to come back, she's kind of then an outcast and probably wouldn't be welcomed back in the future.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a social barrier to her leaving than a physical barrier.
Okay.
Still probably safe. No?
So, if
There's
there's
no reason to be stupid about it.
is what? I'm sorry.
No reason to be stupid about it. I mean, it's obviously.
Yeah, if there's concern about Rajuan coming on the ship, then she is willing to compromise and just kind of meet him outside of it. He did come and greet you the first time. You're actually kind of expecting that he'll come and do it again. And so if you're not comfortable with letting him into the comfort of the ship, then yeah, she'll just speak with him at the base of the ramp.
I mean, here's a thought experiment. What can Rajuan actually do if we let him on the ship?
Well, there's no on TL5, but also I think it's perfectly fine to show that level to someone who's granddaughters or basically fostering it.
Let's not forget that he is an info broker by trade.
Yeah.
Sure, but like We can just bring him into a conference room. And then he's in a conference room.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
If we have reservations on the space in between the conference room and the conference room, no, I don't like that. I was gonna say, I don't know if Rajuan. Yeah, no, he probably suspects it. I remember that last time we were here, Kana kept away from Rajuan, so we can keep that information close to the chest. So.
That's fair enough, I suppose. Is that okay with you?
I mean, I don't care. It's better if it is hidden, but
We had a teleporter
I was
last
going
time.
to say.
I'm pretty sure that we had a teleporter last time.
They knew that there was a teleporter, not that we were the teleporter.
Yeah.
I still think they could have put 2 and 2 together. Pretty. I don't know.
They never got a visual on me. They just know that somebody on the ship is a teleporter.
Yeah, I think that's the point there, is that they certainly know that it was somebody on a ship. They wouldn't for a moment, well, I mean, I suppose for a moment, but they wouldn't think that it was one of their own. They just don't know who on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as she's not visibly teleport.
It sounds like Kana is going to be taking efforts to avoid Rajuan, just, similar to when the Red Dragon first came aboard. And it also sounds like you're willing to let Rajuan and Kana have a private reunion in a conference room that they walk to of their own 2 feet. Am I reading that right?
No, they have to be wheeled. We're going to give them bicycles.
Well, what you don't know is that both Rajuan and Kana are 3-time champion, gold medal award winner, synchronized rollerblades.
Well,
So
then that's fine. They can get to the conference room very quickly then.
I will be back shortly.
Okay. All right. So then the ship lands. First order of business really is Rajuan and Kana reunion. Rajuan is not going to speak to other business until he's seen his granddaughter for a little bit. I will say only because it's being allowed. If you guys were not allowing her to, then that would certainly let him talk to other business before it, because it's not being allowed, and would certainly also change the tone of the other business. Since that is private, we don't need to go into the detail of their reunion, unless Das is watching it.
No.
And after that, Rajuan is open for the discussion of the Alouettes, and I will say that you don't have to make any kind of roll or anything. There does need to be a little bit of, the characters still have to have a discussion with him to present the idea officially. He admits later on that he already knew it was coming because Koana had already convinced him to allow it, to break some rules and allow it. So you don't even have to roll anything. Koana did that for you. But is there anything else that you want to include in that discussion or arrangement with him? No? Okay. He doesn't even put any kind of a time limit on it. In fact, he is talking as if he expects this to be a permanent arrangement. And already preparing to integrate them into Mona society.
I think the real
Okay.
twist is that they're actually just good people here. Aside from
Okay.
the, military weapons. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I left it. I left it. I will let John on the ship and return to prepare to integrate them into Mona society.
Okay.
And that was an eventful couple of minutes.
Yeah. I basically said that because of the way you handled or allowed things to be handled, Rajuan and Kona had their reunion, and then Rajuan was open to discussing business. Your characters did have to bring the business of leaving the Alouettes in Mona, but the decision had already been made. Kawana had already convinced him to break some rules and allow them in.
Uh-huh.
So
With the
no
understanding that
rules were
it's-
needed. And I did ask
Okay.
if there was any other arrangements that you guys wanted to make, or any other, anything.
Okay. With the understanding that it's not going to be for long, and I personally owe him one for this.
Well, I think that's another part that you missed is he is carrying on as if it's already expected to be a permanent arrangement, but is
Okay.
in no way specifying that that's not a requirement.
Okay. That's nice then, but yeah, it's not. If I have anything to say about it, it's not going to be a permanent arrangement.
He he's not arguing against that. He's just accepting that
Yeah.
that's your intent.
Okay. Yeah, nothing more to add, I don't think.
And then I believe that Ginja had something for Das to discuss in private with Rajuan.
Indeed. Definitely wait until that the business with the family is resolved. But she'll kind of go in after that and ask to talk to Rajuan in private.
Let me see if I can find real quick where I. Where I had results. There we go. Information about that. Okay. Go ahead, Gidja. How do you want to open the scene? Is this in his office? Is is it on the ship somewhere? Does she pull him aside before discussing the Alouettes? Oh, you said it was the last thing you wanted to do. Okay.
After the family, but while he's still on the ship, I don't see a reason to sort of delay it further.
Okay.
But sort of once that's resolved, before he's left, just get in there and talk.
Okay, for clarity on the sequence of events, he does not discuss the Alouettes on the ship, except with Kawana, obviously.
Okay.
That is business that is to be handled in his office, as is proper. So.
Okay. Then in his office then.
Okay.
In his office after that.
All right.
Yeah.
And okay. How does she approach this?
I think she'll start with kind of establishing that she's talking to the right person. And just ask like how long he's been the administrator here.
Let's see. Rajuan is quite old. He says that he has been. So Mona does have multiple administrators. He just happens to be the one that you've always spoken with. Yeah, it's supposed to be a council of administrators.
Right. Okay. Well, in that case, how long has he been an administrator then?
And he says that it's been oh god, no, I'm sorry. Now I have to look at how old he actually is. So,
God, make him
I
think.
mean,
I think you get away
you've
with
got to
saying
look at your
on top.
notes.
God forbid.
oh goodness, he is 72 years old. He was 72 years old at the start of the campaign. It's been a birthday since then.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says that he's been an administrator for over 20 years.
Okay.
What's the life expectancy there? At least 100, right?
Yeah, almost certainly.
I think the answer to that is going to spook us a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah.
But no, she'll then sort of say, how do I even phrase this? Okay, I can't think how to phrase this. I'm not sure if Das can. But I would want to be asking about the sort of in vague terms about the group from Mercure that came here in 32, 34, and see what he knows to start with.
Let's go ahead and get a quick talk check on that.
Okay.
We can go with charisma if Colleen is trying to is trying to present is trying to basically hold a conversation here, conversational tones, and just be not necessarily be charismatic, but be natural about it, or wisdom if you think that she's more trying to be guarded about it. Wisdom
Okay.
in that case representing more the willpower and restraint.
Yeah, and I think that is more the approach that I'm going with here.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's good.
That's
a good
that
roll.
is quite good, yeah.
That's a good roll.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's the highest even number I can roll.
All zero of those top rounds putting in work.
Okay. He says that he does remember a visit from let me rephrase that. He says that he did have positive relationship with the Mercure family prior to incidents that changed leadership.
Okay. He's being guarded too, then I see.
I will actually admit that I had to claw back what I was going to say because I reminded myself, you know what, the Radjuan is always very stingy with information.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Again, info broker.
Info broker. Indeed. Yes. Oh, I fully expected to have to go back and forth a bit on this.
Very good.
Yeah, and possibly throw just a kid in there. Do what I can to remind him of Koana.
I think
Because I feel like that would work.
I think I'll probably pick up on that as a manipulation tactic and maybe make things worse.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But no, so you have positive relations. Yeah, I guess I'll probe a little bit into sort of who exactly he remembers being in that group. And like maybe offer a little bit of what I know and see.
Okay. Then yeah, I think that he does confess or concede that he had entertained the current head of Mercure, Carl, and his wife Ginny, and that they were in a sort of friendship.
Hmm. Were there any children along with them?
Not usually on their visits. They were not inclined to bring Celica around and had not given birth yet. Or Ginny had not given birth yet.
That's just kind of leans
Hey.
back and just sinks into the sofa a little bit.
Let me actually revise that a little bit. So he says that they were not in the habit of bringing Celica around, and says that he didn't see them again after their second child.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna I feel like this is something where Das wouldn't necessarily answer that, but also like this is Das and her face gives probably all the answer Rajuan needs to figure out why Das is asking these questions.
Okay.
she's kind of sitting there processing, like having this confirmed from a source that isn't Mercure is kind of the thing here. Just kind of sitting there processing and staring straight ahead. But
Yeah, I think he does
it's
pull on that a little
pretty
bit.
clear on her face.
And he says, you are too young to have known Ginny and Carl. What brings these questions? And I'm certain that you're not of any kind of not in any kind of friendship with Celica.
No, not friendship, but it seems not nothing either.
You know what? I'll actually roll for him. Well, I mean, I was gonna just give him
Okay.
that, but let me just let me roll. Where's my disposition die? What are his skill bonuses? Okay. Okay. All right.
Yep.
He leans forward a little bit. Are you the lost child of the Mercure?
Celica seems to think so.
We keep genetic records here. Would you like to be tested?
Yes.
Yeah. He calls for someone on the other line, assistant of some sort, to bring over some a testing kit. Once it arrives, he's pretty silent during this. I don't know if Das is speaking or fidgeting or bumbling.
Das is probably still kind of trying to process what's going on and mostly failing.
Okay.
She's definitely not saying anything.
Once the
But it's probably clear from her face that her brain is just in complete overdrive.
Okay. Once the kit is brought over, he shoos the assistant out, nursing assistant in this case, and the kit was set in front of him, of course. He slides it across the desk towards her. If you're certain you know what to do, or you'll figure it out, the data will be transmitted automatically, and I have it set private to my terminal here. Can't unknow this, Das. Whatever the result is.
Actually,
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
you say this, but it's no. I think Das's response would actually be, I might not be able to unknow it, but I feel like I need to know, and I don't like not knowing.
okay. And she takes the kit. It is fairly self-explanatory, even without Das's incredible intellect and the heal skill. She'd be able to figure it out.
Okay. Yeah.
And once her genetics are read and the data is sent to his terminal, he sits back. I had great affection for your parents. I was proud to have been chosen to be present at your birth. If there's an extended silence, he is going to add more.
There definitely is a silence.
In the driest Raduan tone possible. This makes you a citizen of the city, and with all the full privileges and restrictions that are included with that. You can also choose to live here, Das, or Audrey if you prefer.
I'd have to think about it.
It's one of my few regrets in allowing Ginny and Carl to leave here with you only weeks old. And my other regret that I never found who sabotaged their ship.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, hmm. Don't actually know where to take this now.
If there's more silence, Rajuan is going to continue to he's going to continue to fill it in the sense of giving Death something to distract her from other thoughts if she wants it.
Hmm.
It's not that what he's saying is not terribly important. It's just that it carries less weight and importance than what she's thinking of,
Yeah.
than everything before. But one thing that he brings up is to ask if to ask how long did well, hang on. So he has made the connection that you got that you were escaped to Korafali, to
Hmm.
Nali Varmita. Um, he's
Yes.
made that connection, and so he asks if you have any recollection of Godfrey and how long he was able to remain operational.
Do I?
You do not.
No.
I mean,
You get these other memories.
also,
No.
yeah.
Hmm. I don't currently.
You could go look.
Yeah.
There's
No, I'll say that I don't.
yeah, and also the name
But if I
Godfrey.
find anything out, I'll let him know.
Yeah, and the name Godfrey doesn't really stand out as anything that she remembers from any of her memories that she's seen.
Hmm.
Also, when he
Yeah.
describes that Godfrey was a sentient android and fears what may have become of him on Nali Varmita, that's also not anything that that's jumps out at Death from the memories that she's seen as having any kind of imposing male android figure in her childhood.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
New side quest unlocked.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have enough.
I want to make sure you've got enough things to do in the next campaign.
Oh dear.
Rajuon will continue to be grandfatherly in being an ear for Das's thoughts and a distraction from them when she needs them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, if she wants to know what her parents were like,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Das is kind of like she's trying to process, but also she will absolutely accept more input if it's offered.
okay. It doesn't
So
paint them as perfect saints, but he does paint them in a light that is a fairly stark contrast from Mercure, in that while trying to navigate the treacherous culture and kind of not just within Mercure, but also between the corporations and with society, a society that wants more for less, and all that good shit. They were still trying to not a society that wants more for less, but uh, investors and other people in power. So I guess it is more internal culture. Um, they were trying to do what's good for people as well as what's good for the company. Um,
hmm.
they had their failings, which he brushes aside as simply the cost of being in bed with Mercure, even as Mercure. Um, but they generated far less revenue for him than Celica has in her time, as far as like the information side goes.
Hmm.
Probably speaks poorly of Celica.
Well, indeed. Yeah, less secrets for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less
If you
secret
don't, if you don't
operations.
have,
Hmm?
if you don't have secrets that need keeping, there's no money in telling the secrets
Mm-hmm.
because there aren't any secrets to tell.
Yeah, they weren't perfect, but they were generally good in his estimation.
Hmm.
And he thinks that he thinks that that Das or Audrey, whichever she prefers, uh, has taken all the good that her parents could give, where Celica received none.
Hmm.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
And we are butting right up against the end of the session here. Is there anything else that think you want Das to get out of this?
Um. No, I think we've got what I wanted at this point. I think there's going to be a QED dive in the
Okay.
near future, but that's not going to be this session at this point.
No.
Yeah.
No, that would definitely take us well over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or we just go wildly underappreciated.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's not something I want to rush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. No, that bit can wait. Yeah. Just so I get the name right, the android.
Godfrey, Godfrey.
Godfrey. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh, and was that like with that ship and went down at the same time, or what's the?
So Godfrey is supposed to be young Audrey's personal protector android.
Okay.
It does say
Right.
that Celica also has one. He just in general warns against any kind of interactions with Celica, whether it be gunfire or word fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that.
He would likely let's see, speculate. Yeah, speculate's the word I'm looking for. He would definitely speculate that Audrey being alive or Das being alive is probably a result of Godfrey's protection. You know, however, a 3 week old baby escaped from a spike drive mishap and landed on a prison planet. He's confident in his speculation that Godfrey was a integral part of that.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Mm.
But I guess we'll find out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Wait, no.
All right. Well, if we're all ready, let me bring up the review screen. End of session.
Okay, great talk. Catch you later.
You're not getting away that quickly.